Hi guys. Ever have a week where some things work really well and others just don't? That was this week. Well, for a couple of weeks now, it's kind of been like that. Some good things that happened to me. I got to make a new friend and a couple new friends, and they are absolutely wonderful. I am more than willing to go out with a beer with my new friend anytime. Let me know whenever you have the time, and I'm there because it was really great talking to you. Thank you very much for the presents that you gave me, because they are helping out a lot more than I thought they would. The little stool is what I'm sitting on right now. It's actually really comfortable. It's just the right height for working in the greenhouse. And little pots are going to be perfectly sized for the new hydroponic system. Some weird, bad things that kind of happened. I had an aphid infestation, so the chamomile got covered in aphids. Didn't even think to actually take any video of it, but I did manage to get the chamomile sprayed off completely and applied neem oil, and the aphids are gone now. But it does leave me with a really awkward situation in which I'm going to wind up having to check every single plant I have every single moment from now until fall to make sure that those aphids have not spread. I highly suspect it has something to do with the blower that the landscapers take with them from place to place, and they blow all the dust and leaves and the leaf blower. I really think it has something to do with that. Anytime blowers come around my garden, I have terrible pest and disease problems. Let's see. The other frustrating thing that happened, you're gonna see in the greenhouse. And it's really, really frustrating. But I'll let you see that for yourselves. For now, I'm going to count it as a couple of good weeks and keep moving on. Talk to you later. Problems. So I've got my pump for the hydroponic system. And I've got my hose, but here's the problem. This little adapter, which fits correctly into the pump, does not fit correctly into here. It's just too loose. So here's my solution, and I don't know if this is a good solution, but it is a solution. I'm just going to try to make this a little tighter to fit into the 1/2-inch tube. I know it's 1/2-inch tube. I've actually measured it, but nowhere on the Amazon site does it say what the size of this is supposed to be. It doesn't say what it's supposed to be. Where is the edge? I think that's it. I think that's it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Right there. Right there. There we go. Unlike threaded tape, I'm not going to have to worry about which way I'm doing this, because it's just going to go straight down. I would like it to be a bit flat though, so try to be nice doing that. See, let's see how well this can work. I don't know. that is a lot better. That is a lot better. Oh, yeah, I need a little more. A little more. But that's, it is really getting there. There. And now, I do a little more here. A little more. All right. I have a love-hate relationship with plumber's tape. Love what it does for me. Hate trying to handle it. Hey, there we go. No, not on the edge. There we go. Looks nice and clean, huh? So this should fit nicely onto here now. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Great. And now I'm just going to put up a little bit of electrical tape around here, and then this edge will go right in the pump and it'll stay there. Perfect. I think, I hope, maybe, kind of, sort of, we'll see. So here is some of the rock that I've decided to use for my little hydroponic containers. I've graded the rock into different sizes, and I will explain why when I put the pots together. I'm going to rinse these, then I'm going to put them in this pot, and I'm going to soak them to soak out some of the dirty particles and bacteria and impurities that are in little cracks and crevices. Then I will rinse it again very well, and then I can use it for the hydroponics. So I have a few jobs to do out here. Obviously, I have to measure the gutter, and then I have to cut the gutter to the size of the shelf that I'm going to use. I'm tempted, whichever one I'm gonna have to move lights no matter where I put the gutter, because if I put it on this side, there are no lights up there. If I put it on this side, then the reservoir will be right under here, and there's no use for the lights right here. Or, you know, if I decide to put the reservoir there, there's no use for the lights right there. I really want to use the middle shelf because I want lights directly above the hydroponic system, which means I'm going to have to move some lights around. Right now, what I have to do is measure and include this in the measurement so that I don't cut the gutter too long. Sorry about the rattling. Let's see. Okay, so it goes right into here. It's going to be 53 inches long. And then, of course, I'll have to put the stops on one side of the gutter, and then this right here. And I do have those. All right, so decision time and a little bit cleanup work because I didn't clean that shelf. And I won't need a shelf on whichever side I decide to use, but everything still needs to be clean anyway. I have measured out 53 inches all the way around the gutter, and I'm going to hacksaw it. But before I can do that, I need to make sure that I know exactly where I'm cutting. I like to put tape marks where I am going to cut, because it makes it easier for me to visualize the cut.
This doesn't work real well on wood, but it works real well on PVC or any poly or vinyl that I like to cut. So there's that. Now I can see how easy it's going to be to actually cut it. And I don't really know. So let's see. Is it going to be easy? Or is it going to be hard? No, it's going to be very easy once I get the cut started. And yes, there is dirt in this gutter. I am not worried about the dirt. Okay. All right, so to save your ears, I'm going to stop this until I'm actually done cutting, because this is about to get squeaky. Alrighty, got a nice clean cut here. It took me a couple minutes, and you know, it's not absolutely perfect, but it doesn't matter because this side is going to be running into the outlet anyway. Here we go. So I have not actually chosen this side. I'm just showing you what it's gonna look like. Oop, sorry for the shaking. Here we go. Go on, get in. It's what a pain in the butt. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Come on. Into there. To there. There we go. And that is lovely. Just like that. Now, yes, I am gonna have to put a I'm gonna have to put a couple of things in here. I'll show them to you later to keep this upright and open. So here's how I'm gonna figure out which side of the greenhouse I'm going to put the gutter on. On my phone I have an app called Lux. I'm gonna open it up if it's gonna, there we go. Now, it tells me how much light there is at any given space. You can see the number going up as I, move towards the light. So here we go. I'm gonna turn the lights on. Turn the light on. And on. They haven't been on for a while. And it needs to be at I'm just going to use, it needs to be tested at the same height. So here it is. Needs to be flat. Here we go. Not sure if you can actually see that. So about 8,015. Now let's see. On this side, 9,243. So it's about 1,000 more lumens on this side, and that's because of the daylight. So during the day, I'm going to get more light off this side than I am on this side. And so, as frustrating as moving stuff around is going to be, I'm going to keep that gutter right where it is. All right, so I've cleaned up quite a bit, vacuumed, and I've gotten the lights out from underneath here. Now, what I have to do is make sure that all my lighting is in the appropriate area. Now, if you have a greenhouse, pay attention to where your extension cords are going. Because I've got this one going around the outside of a post, and that's no good when I have to start tucking these underneath for winter time. So I gotta get this. There we go, and it's already, there we go. Oop, you know, I probably don't want to put a razor blade on the ground. Not a good idea. Yeah, here we go. So I'll just make sure that these are all, oop, dang it, on the inside, and that I'm not, you know, pulling apart the greenhouse. Get in there, you. There we go. There. Ah. All right, nice and neat. I will tuck this inside here. Make sure all these are tucked underneath. Then I can put this up inside, back up to there. Now luckily, it is cooled off in here. This greenhouse has been, today is August 5th. This greenhouse has been over 100 most of the day. Remember, this hydroponics unit is not going to be in full activation for quite a while, because not only do I have to put it all together, I'm going to have to grow the babies before they go in the system. So this is a great time for me to actually be doing this. Alrighty, got this back in place. Now I need to see if these end stops are actually gonna fit. Here. Maybe not. Maybe this one. No, this one. No, this one. No. It's definitely this way. But no. Oh, I've got the wrong one. It's actually this one. Really? Come on. Come on. All right, well, here are some, here we go. This is how I'm actually going to keep these. These cost me 50 cents at the local Salvation Army. These, and I have no idea what these are for. I think they're for some ventilation. But these are going to keep the gutter nice and upright and apart, so that I can set individual pots in here and the water will run freely. Of course, I'm going to have to put a very small thing under here so that there's a slant and the water runs down into the reservoir. I'll show you how that goes. Here's the reservoir. So this will run down and this will empty into the reservoir. Now I am still unsure whether, you know, I want to keep the lid, but I don't know how well this is going to work if I don't have an opening in here. I may wind up taking off this lid just in the beginning until I can figure out how the water is going to run best through this system. And of course, I really need to cap off that end. Now, if I do have a slant running, obviously I don't have to cap off the end, but if it does happen to, you know, flatten out or drop off whatever I have on the bottom, then all that water is going to start running off the end, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want the pump to run dry and the pump to die and me to lose the money that I've put into the pump. So here it is for now. This is the hydroponic system, just for now. I've managed to tuck all the edges of the greenhouse underneath. Yes, it's going to be hot in here for quite a while, but because I'll be starting the babies out here in different types of medium, I'm really not too worried about it. And I have the door up, so it's not bad. It's looking pretty good so far. It's supposed to go in here. There's a little edge. I swear, like it goes in the ledge, but I can't get it in there. You know, you're a piece of crap. You are. You are some piece of crap. Well, it's Sunday, and I'm a little late. I'm late by a day doing the fertilizer, but that's okay because using Alaska fish fertilizer, it's not going to harm the plants if I'm a day early, a day late. Oh, everybody's looking good today. I will continue on the hydroponics, but you know, it's absolutely necessary to continue taking care of the plants that are here. Oh, by glory. Look at what I got. Look at here. Potential baby butternuts. Now, it is entirely possible that these will not develop because these are potential fruits, but they are not fruits yet. These have to be pollinated before those will actually grow into fruits. And in my experience, most of the time those early first fruits are not going to make it, especially when this plant is so very small in this really poor container soil that I have. I think I actually did put on the Alaska Moor Bloom at just the right time because the flowers look beautiful, really beautiful. Oh, and of course no flowers on the watermelon yet. That's okay. It is perfectly acceptable. I'm gonna move these watermelon out a bit because I do not want them climbing on here. I considered it, however, knowing how heavy the little even the sugar baby watermelons are fairly heavy, and it's going to drag this down way too much. And the bark on the bottom of this area really isn't too bad, so I don't mind. I will not give these watermelon more bloom until, they've vined out a good way. This one's starting to vine, which is good. It means in a couple of days I might start seeing blooms off it. The other butternut, and the one remaining acorn squash. They'll be very happy with the extra nitrogen in the fertilizer. There you go, Summer Savory. Food for you. Go nuts. Zinnias. Mini eggplants, more chamomile, which is flowering up nicely. The chilies, which still have lots of blooms, but no chilies on them. Very sad. Alright. And of course the blueberry doesn't need a whole lot of fertilizer because it needs to just relax into its pot and grow some green leaves before winter. All right. I guess back to hydroponics. I have had to make some design changes. One, because this sticks out. It's very hard for me to get it like right in there. Even here, with this pushed all the way to the side, this still sticks out just a little bit. And I really don't like that because it makes it hard to close the door. It is also impossible for me to get this onto the end of this. It doesn't fit, so it's obviously the wrong piece. So what I'm going to do, I've decided to put it, you know, this in the middle, which means I had to do some other design changes. Okay, so I'm gonna change it from this to this. What I've done is I've cut this in half and put the drain in the middle. This works much better because now each end is easily blocked off. I don't have to buy any other materials. And now I just need to figure out how to keep the lid on the reservoir while getting it to drain. Now luckily, yesterday I bought one of these, which some of you who have put together gutters may recognize as a, you know, a little outlet. Normally you'd use this to go around the corner of the roof to make sure that the gutter is connected. But this, I'm gonna try to figure out maybe how to get it so that it's draining in there. I'm gonna have to cut a hole in the lid. This box isn't the best, but it was cheap, and it was low enough to actually fit in here. All the rest of the tubs, the Tupperware and Sterilite tubs I saw, were way higher than this. They came up to about here, just way too tall. So this is a rather good compromise. Back to the design board. I'm going to change the lights a little because I don't want the hydroponics plants reaching up. I'm gonna put 3 of them in here instead of just 2.
how we do it. Oh, I'm gonna get demonetized. Shaboom. 3 lights where 2 used to be. Yeah. Okay, I guess I gotta plug them in. Alrighty. Well, here we have the system. Gutter setup with its end caps. There's a space for water to flow down. Yeah. Here we go. Here is the tube that takes water up. And we'll go all the way around, and there's plenty of space in front here for it to go. Capped it. I folded it over at the end and secured it so that the water won't, just flat out all over the place. Here is an emitter. I'm going to put a tube from the emitter into the gutter for testing. Probably don't need that much of it. Not much at all. Here we go. Just do this much for now. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this might be a problem. No. Come on. No, really. This is not the right tubing. Unfortunately, the description did not, it was not entirely accurate. I decided to go with it anyway. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to get a hair dryer or something to soften the end of this tube before I put it on here. And I will do that and be back. Yay, I got it on. It didn't take a hair dryer. Actually, all I did was I grabbed a pot of really hot water from the sink and swished the end around in there for a minute or two, and it went right onto the emitter, good as new. So here's the pump inside. I better try to get some of that cord out. Come on. There we go. I'll fix this all delightfully one way or another. Okay. So, gotta fill this up because obviously gotta have water in the tub, right? Pretty sure that's enough. This is not the permanent water that I'm going to put in here. This is just to test the system. Let's see if I have everything now. Okay, gutter. Outlet is in. It's in there, right? It is in there. Yes, it is. Okay. Outlet, it goes to the box. Water in the reservoir pump there. I'm gonna plug the pump in.
turn that on. There we go. And let's okay. I hear it. I hear it. You know, this pump may not be powerful enough. I think I got a pump that is either not working or it's not big enough. That is sad. I'm sad. Dang it! I only wanted a little bit. The one of the problems is that it has to fill up. It has to push the water up the tube and then fill up this water before it can go into here. So I can feel on the floor that the pump is working, but it's not powerful enough. Ah, I screwed up. Darn it. Darn it. Nothing? Nothing at all. Well, it spit out a tiny bit of water. Oh, you know what? I'll bet that was just the water that got in there from me soaking the end of it. Darn it. Well, there's really no way to make the pump more powerful unless there's an adjustment on it that I did not know about. Back to the drawing board.